Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and this is B.fleye Beauty, and today I wanted to take you through the worst beauty products I tried in 2020. So hopefully you have watched my best. I'm not a kind of channel that just tries new stuff every single day. I don't get PR. Everything I purchase is my own money or I purchase it with my own money. I'm not someone who wears a lot of makeup. I don't wear a lot of eyeshadow, and I don't try a lot of new things too much because I really love to stick with things I find that work for me. So my best of really wasn't a long list and might not have been that exciting, but it was really exciting for me. And this one is actually going to be very short. So I have 5 products that were terrible. And these were not just like mediocre products. These were gross. Okay, so the first one, I still have half this bottle. I've been playing a lot with color in my hair and I don't like to wash it a lot, especially because, you know, we're at home a lot more. I can get away with doing like dry shampoo and putting my hair up. And so I was like, you know what? I want to try a new dry shampoo. I've tried some. My favorite happens to be just one at the drugstore. And so I was like, well, maybe I should play around, have some more options to recommend to people. And so I was at Sally's picking up some things for my kit. And I came across Biotin Boost Long Lasting Oil Absorption Thickening Dry Shampoo, which I really would love. I don't have necessarily like thinning hair. I have a ton of hair, but it is thinner. So I love body, like I love big Texas hair. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. You guys, it's literally like hairspray. It does absolutely nothing. I don't even think it smells. Like it smells like hairspray too. Like, you know, sometimes we use dry shampoo just because it smells nice and at least it like refreshes something. If you like this, please tell me what kind of hair you have because I am not feeling this at all. And I'm not one to waste product. And so I'm tempted to just continue to use this, but I just don't want to. So this is number 1. Number 2 is an cleansing oil. So I've never been against cleansing oil, but I've always been just kind of nervous to use it on my own skin because in my mind, in the past, cleansing oil also has to be washed off. So no matter what you wear on your face day to day, and no matter what face wash you use or scrub or whatever, it needs to be done twice, right? You need to get the SPF off or the oil off, and then you can actually cleanse the skin once whatever is on it is off. So for me, I was just double cleansing with my CeraVe cleanser and I wanted to try something new. So the first one I tried was the Hada Labo one, which I loved, and it really changed my mind about oil cleansers in general because it actually washed off and I didn't feel like I had to wash my face again just to get the first cleanser off. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that cleanser, even though it was an oil, it actually washed off my face. Now, I was like, okay, I could buy this one again because it actually lasted a really long time for me and it's affordable. I think it was like 10 to 15 bucks. I just got some in my eyeball. But I thought, you know what? I like to recommend good skincare. I like to have options. And so I was on Ulta's website, just browsing, and I came across Formula 1006 Bare Face Beauty Skin Moisturizing Cleansing Oil. There's someone that I follow on Instagram, another beauty lady here in Austin, and she said she did not like this. And that's kind of like right when I bought it. And everything she said was true. It was basically what I thought the Hada Labo was gonna be, which was my fear that you put it on and nothing came off. So this did take my makeup off, but it didn't rinse off ever. It's so gross. And again, because I like to use up my things and not just over purchase to purchase, I have used up this much. So I said in another video that I was getting like all these little bumps on my forehead from the Pacifica skincare that I was using. And I do think that that was part of it. But I think the reason it's not going away is because of this. Because this crap just does not come off my face. And it has, let me see. I think it has almond oil in it and grapeseed oil, which is not bad for the skin. But to me, that's more of a moisturizer. So this did not wash off. I finally got myself to stop using it, and I'm already seeing a change in my forehead and the little bumps. Plus I'm using a PMD to get rid of that, but that's gonna be a whole nother video, so stay tuned. I wanna do like every week that I'm using it, I'm taking a picture and I'm gonna do like a whole review. So super excited about that, so stay tuned on that. But this is a heck no, never again. Speaking of Pacifica Beauty, these two are gonna go all in one. These products smell delicious. I remember when I used to go to Central Market and I would purchase the Pacifica candle. It was the Mexican cocoa one. It was heaven. They discontinued their candles, devastated. They make makeup, they make beautiful makeup. I actually really love the line. It smells nice, it looks nice. I love the packaging. I mean, look at this. How beautiful is this? This is the Glow Baby Booster Serum, Glycolic Acid, and Vitamin C, which is weird to put together in my mind. Smells amazing. Such high level of fragrance. I mean, and here I am preaching like, don't put fragrance on your skin. I think if you're gonna use a face wash with fragrance, you can kind of get away with that. But when it comes to things that sit on the skin long term, what it does is it makes your skin more sensitized. It can break you out, it can make you dry. And then that serum or that product that you've been using is no longer working on your skin. It ends up bringing negative things to the skin. I keep saying things because my brain is mush now and I cannot think of any words. So I used, man, this is a fluid ounce and I probably used maybe a fifth, maybe a quarter of it before I stopped. This, again, beautiful. Look at how pretty this is. Even the marketing, C&C, love, vitamin serum, vitamin C and marine extracts. Felt great. Now this is sticky, but I don't mind sticky stuff. But again, I mean, I used almost half of this and I was like, what are you doing? So this, I think, would be good for younger skin. Again, I don't really recommend fragrance for anyone, but I think it has a low level of these actives. So like the vitamin C, the glycolic acid, I don't think it has a high level of that, which I need because I've already been using it for a while. So a low level doesn't really do much for me personally. And then the fragrance, and then I don't know, I should have stopped sooner. But if you think, or if you really love these, again, I don't really recommend fragrance, but if you love these, let me know and I will pass these on to you, because this one especially has a ton left. This has half, and I don't mind the stickiness if something is working, but I am sadly putting these on my worst of 2020 list. All right, the last two I have, I don't have any more. One I've passed on, and I'm gonna leave that for the last because I think it's gonna surprise people and maybe upset a little bit of you. But the one that I wanted to talk about next is from my Dollar Tree, my dollar store makeup tutorial. So I bought like a full face of product from the dollar store, and my look actually turned out really, really beautiful. But there were two products from there. One was the mascara, and I think it was an LA Colors mascara, but I'll put it up here. It was so wet that my lashes drooped lower than they already were to start. And like it got everywhere. It was so gross. I used it anyway and wore it all day, but it got everywhere. And then the BB cream, which I think it might be LA Colors and might not. But I mean, there were some LA Colors things that worked beautifully and I really, really loved. So it's not the brand, it definitely was the product. But it was like when you mix, like I put coconut oil in my coffee every morning and it looked like that, like the top of my coffee. Like, I think with a better color of the BB cream, it might work on a really, really dry skin or really, really mature skin, but my skin breaks down product within minutes. So literally within minutes, because it already feels like that oil and water consistency on my skin. It was so disgusting. It was so, so nasty. Again, it might work on someone else's skin, but when I looked at the ingredients, it wasn't really good skincare ingredients. You could tell that it was a very low cost product, which is not always a bad thing, but in this case, it really was. It was just really gross. It looked nasty. And it just looked bad on my skin. So that was a no. Now my last one, I think, is an uncommon opinion, which is the Bobbi Brown face base. The fragrance is outrageously high, like so high. Like why? I just don't understand someone who understands product and ingredients so well. She is so well loved and known in the industry would make something with such a high fragrance. But again, I've talked about this in the past, high-end products happen to be like this, right? Chanel, especially, that's the first one that comes to mind. Even though they might be beautiful products, the fragrance is bad for you. It's just bad for your skin to stay on there, and I cannot handle it. I cannot handle the smell. So that was number one. Number two, it felt really nice, but it was very thick. And I have seen more people recently say you just have to use the tiniest amount, so that could have been part of the problem. But for me, and my skin type, I have a little bit more mature skin. I have oily skin. And it broke down products on my skin that didn't break down typically. And that's hard for me to find, products that don't break down. So that's part of the reason that I don't like to try a lot of face products, because it's really hard for me to find them to start with. And so I don't want to work so hard to find something else, because it is really hard work to find stuff that doesn't break down on my skin. And so it's really imperative that I put what works underneath it, which was in my favorites actually, the best of 2020, which is like the lighter version of the CeraVe Day SPF moisturizer. That works beautifully under makeup. This, again, within minutes, just breaks it down. And I've tried it in a lot of different ways. Again, it felt beautiful, and maybe it was something I could use on its own, but I had a really small sample of it that my aunt sent me, and I know everybody loves it, but I passed it on to my sister, and hopefully she will like it. If you love it, I'm so excited for you. It's on my worst list. Anyway, let me know down below what your negative products were for the year. What were the things you tried that you just didn't like, that didn't work for you? And I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Bye.